guys, welcome to the round one, part one of the 2019 Mountain Disc Golf Experience. My name is Newsom. I'll be your commentator today. Looks like Ace Run's got some pretty good videos of good players throwing the frisbee. This is round one, front 10. That we'll be watching. We got a good group of guys here. Wesley Mauney, Newsom, myself, Danny Nez, Harry McDonald, and then Mathew Splain. All of us are local guys to Asheville. But hole one, par 3, 340 feet. You got to get across the road that you see out there by the rocks to be in bounds. I guess actually the road itself is OB, so don't land on that or go across. And then there's a creek that comes through the middle as well that is out of bounds. So pretty much have one line that you can take. It's right down the middle here. Wes gets across. I get across, a little short, probably about 80 feet from the basket. Looks like Danny gets this out a little low, but misses the OB creek, so he should be pretty safe. Harry's lining one up here. Oh, it looked like it got a little flippy on him, and it slid out of bounds. So he'll take it where he touched in. So it looks like he banked off the rock and went out. We got Mathew Splain teeing up here. Looks like it got out just a little high on him. But potentially safe. I think he's safe, yeah. Danny probably has 150 left to the pin. Making that look easy. Splain up from about 100 feet or so. Oh gosh, he went for it. Leaves himself about 22 feet. Harry for 3. Well, gives a little bit of a bid, but Harry uses Sonics for his longer distance putting, which is pretty nice. He likes them for their glide. I wasn't really messing around with this one. First hole, a little nervous. First time being on camera, stuff like that, so I just want to lay it out. Wes, however, wanted to make it. Pretty good conditions we had. It's probably 75 degrees, 80 degrees. Not much wind to speak of, so all around good day for disc golf. This plane's just letting us tap in here. Leaves that one just a little high. Wes should be tapping in his 3. Splain will be tapping in the bogey as well. Splain's a very methodical player, very smooth, a lot of fun to play with. Wes, myself, and Danny taking 3s. Harry and Splaino taking 4s. Hole 2 is par 4, 555 feet. You can really take 2 options off the tee. You either go through the mouth, that's at the top of that hill right there, or you can go over the top of the trees. But really you're just trying to get yourself out into the field. Pretty much Wes threw a great shot there. Anywhere that you can land out there, you then have like a routine 300-foot approach to the pin. I like to go for the higher line on this shot, try and get it up and over. I feel like I don't have to mess with the trees as much, because the worst thing you can do on this hole is just end up left or in the bushes low. So just kind of take everything out of the way. Looks like Danny's just a little low there again. Not too bad. He'll dial it in. Harry throwing a perfect shot. Right up to the top. Splain a little early. Looks like it may have fought through though. Just like Danny. Oh, pulling out a thumber. Crafty little man. Hair from about 280 feet, 300 feet. Threw that one just a touch short. Probably about 50 feet or so, give or take. Less from a similar distance. Lands about 25 feet from the basket. Splain hanging out a little wide. Oh. Pretty overstable disc. That was money. Danny making light work of that shot. Got a soccer goal on the way, so went with the forehand here. Scoots up to about 25 feet, 22 feet, somewhere in that range. Harry for his birdie. Good run. West from about 30 feet. Sneaking it in there, I like it. He's a super fun guy to play with.
No, it's right.
Wes and I connecting for birdies, Splain for his birdie. Very smooth. Danny to save us 4. So this course is actually super cool. It's typically an 18-hole course, but they changed the layout. They made it a temp course, so they added in a couple extra holes, and so followed out the same layout, but they ended up adding some different kind of throws, so it's a lot of fun. So this next hole that we're about to play is actually not one that's near or even close to something that we've ever played before, so it's pretty cool. But par 3, 450 feet to the basket. It's actually just a big screaming hyzer. The higher up you can get it, the further you can get it left, and the further you can get it left, the closer it'll be to the basket. So ideally the high shot is the play. You want to try and land it by those barrels. So I went with my teleport here. Got it up high enough, probably about 40 feet away, give or take. Splain putting a good move on his. So that's about as far as you can really get the medium height shot up the hill. You can get yourself a long look, a little easier to control. Oh gosh, looks like Danny got over on this one a little bit. That is jail. You do not want to be in there. Harry is not a guy with a whole lot of power, but his accuracy is always something to behold. Oh, here's Danny. He's sponsored by Millennium Disc. Big fan of watching this guy play. Oh wow, smooth bid. About 90 feet. It's pretty clean. Harry from a similar spot. See, he even had to throw that. That's how smooth Danny's upshot was, or his jump putt. Lovely background of speeding vehicles. Oh gosh, everyone's giving really good bids here. Probably the most distracting green on the course. Splain out with the stecker. He's got it. About 40 feet, give or take. Maybe a little more. Oh, I missed. This is typically the score you're going to see on this hole. You rarely see many twos. Maybe a lot of threes. Pretty tough hole to like park or get within 15 feet, so you have to see someone hit a putt. Western about 18 feet. Connecting on his three. Smooth follow through on his putt. Danny tapping in for his four after that unlucky drive. Nice little shot of the crew walking away there. Everyone taking their pars, and Danny slide away with a bogey on that one. Hole 4, par 3, 320 feet. It's a very tight, narrow tunnel shot. So you have to keep this shot really low, but also you want to go to the left side of this first tree like you see Wes do here, but it needs to have a little bit more height and turn on it. So I'm going with my matrix here, turnover disc. That was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that one. I was pretty shaky and had a lot of nerves going into this tournament. I was probably 955 rated at the time, I think, something like that. So still trying to get my tournament feet under me, so I was pretty proud of that throw. Splain getting lucky through all of that. Got kicked into the woods a little bit. Might be able to scramble something from there. Oh, getting sneaky. He'll have a 35-footer, give or take. Danny just a little off right now. Just a little high on this release. Looks like Wes has a pretty routine 120-foot up shot. Nice little turning shot. Caught a little bit of brush, but the way he's been putting, he should be just fine there. Any forehanded something. relatively overstable there. I'm not super familiar with what's in his bag. I know he putts with Omegas, but he's got a very smooth all-around game. A lot of fun to watch.
Whoa!
Harry with, as he'll coin it, the air ball from 35. Not his favorite putt. Oh gosh, Splain from the wilderness. About connected there. Smooth putt from Wes. Saving that par, making it look easy. Smooth putt from Danny, making it look easy. It's attacking my birdie there. Harry's always a goofball on the course. Look at them thumbs up from that man. Gotta love it. Hole 5, par 3. This hole is kind of wonky, so you have to, if you really want to park it, you have to go inside of that leaning tree you can see in the middle of the fairway, the skinny one. But if you want to give yourself a putt, you want to hit the higher or the wider gaps. That's typically what I try and go for. Around the side, throw something overstable, and then let it hit the ground and skip, and then try and give myself like a 25 to 40 foot look. Wes going with a forehand here. Oh, he shanked the piss out of that one. Oh my gosh. He got through it. Wes, that's not a gap. Fun fact. So he's about 35 feet from the basket and just threw it straight through the woods. That should be pretty good. Oof, Splain threw a really clean shot there. Just caught the last tree, but he'll have a bid from just outside the circle. Harry doesn't throw a whole lot of forehands, but he really likes using that American flag disc for him. I do not know which one it is, though. Might be a nuke? Could be wrong. Danny with a Firebird there. Just a little short. 80 feet for his par here. Good effort. Tough distance. Oh, that bearded kid's about to putt. About 45 feet, 40 feet. Oh, he missed. Right off the top. Very little low from 35. Not his favorite limit. It's a goofball. Splain from just outside the circle. We'll have pretty similar distance putts here. Air ball's left, just a little weak side, but he'll dial him in. Wes for birdie. Cash. We're all going to be cleaning up our pars here. Wes will be walking away with the birdie. So not too bad for the card there. Typically you'll see probably 2 or 3 birdies on that hole if you have a 5-person card. Not too shabby. Hole 6, par 3, 352 feet. Pretty much you have 2 lines. You can go through the tunnel that you see in the lower part of the screen, or you can go high above the bushy tree on the right side, then try and let it stall out towards the basket. Most of us should be taking this straighter line, I believe. Wes fought through there a little bit, but he's got a big old bushy wall in between him and the basket. So if anything, you kind of want to miss to the right side, not the left, so you can have a approachable shot. Go with my volt here, and Eclipse Blast it. Get it just a little too high, knocks it down. Oh, later in the round we discovered that there was a bunch of bees under that rock too, which I'm very glad I didn't have to mess with. Oh, Splain laced this. Great tee shot from him. Harry throwing it right down the gut. Very smooth shot. Leaves himself about 35 feet, 30 feet, somewhere in that range. Ooh, there's a good one from Danny. Go, 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 go. Yeah, he's on the edge of those bushes. He should have a nice little look at it. Try to give it a run. Yeah, see, Wes is probably 50 feet from the basket, but he just has a big bush in the way. He has to go the tomahawk with his putters. Ooh, that was awesome. I believe he putts with the Yeti Pro AVRs. Very smooth putter. That's what I used to putt with before I got picked up by MVP. Harry leaving it just a little low there. I think he putts with Jawbreaker roaches.
That's Splain good too, man.
Splain making it look easy, showing us how it's done. Let's see what Danny's got here. Looks to have to be spinning it from here instead of his regular putt. Just a little high. Uncharacteristic miss for him. And then tapping in there. Splain walking away with a lone birdie. Making it look easy. Hole 7, par 3, 230 feet. Pretty uphill shot. You got a central gap to hit here. You can either throw the backhand, like Splain does, and you want to go to the left of that tree if you're throwing it straight, or you want to throw a backhand hyzer that flips up the flat on the right side of the tree and glides up the hill. The basket's all the way up there to the top left, so Wes puts a really good move on this shot. Lands about 15 feet from the basket. He'll be really happy with that. I'm going with a Eclipse Volt here. And shanking it to the side. Leave myself about 35 feet. Harry freshly picked that shirt up this morning. Decided that would be a really good time to bust it out. He lands about 15 feet from the basket. Great tee shot from him. I believe he threw a heat there. Danny hung it out a little far to the right, but made it work out. Fought through it all. Splain from the bottom of the hill. Let it leak a little to the right. But nothing you shouldn't be able to pick up. About 40 feet here. Oh, I didn't remember I made that. That's awesome. A little weak side. A bit shaky, but went in. Wes making good from his birdie bid. Danny a little shook there. There it is.
There you go, Danny.
Making a good comebacker there. 20 feet, a little further than where he was beforehand. Splain there from 15, 18 feet. Going through his routine. And his putts look easy. Oh no. Harry missing to the right side there. Not his best try on that putt. Pretty uncharacteristic for him. Wes, Splain, and I walking away with our birdies on that hole, and then Danny and Harry keeping their pars. Hole 8, par 3, 217 feet. You really just have one gap you can hit here, and it's to the right of these first middle trees that you see. And you need it just carrying down that tunnel and finishing left to the basket over there towards the sunlight. Wes throwing it smooth and straight, giving himself a nice little putt there. So I'm going with a soft neutron envy. I typically have issues on this hole. I just have to, do that. I do that most of the time. Splain busting out the thumber here. It's actually the first time I'd ever seen him throw one, and we played a good amount of rounds together. And I heard in practice he was just filleting this shot with the thumber. Harry's timing just a little off there.
Right.
Not really many good shots there. Oh, good upshot from Danny. That's a tough spot to be. Do something high speed to skip it up the hill, which is better than trying to throw something that's flippier and try and stall it because he didn't have a lot of room to work with. So it's a smooth upshot. Splain jump putting from like 90 feet up a hill. Looks like we may have missed my upshot. I honestly have no idea where I landed. Worry about running that one up. Danny just a little left there, circle's edge. I'm about 25 feet here. Got some stuff in the way. Make it a little low. I just got a brutal roll. So I'm about 35, probably closer to 45 feet from here. Didn't wanna take a boat or a double bogey there, so I got away with one. A little annoyed with the roll, but made it work. Wes making it look easy. Danny to tap in his, I think, bogey. I believe Harry to tap in his par. He seems very happy about that. I think he told me, he was like, that's a putt I can make. But Wes walking away with a nice little birdie there. Hole 9, it's a par 3, 307 feet. Sponsored by Galactic Pizza, fun fact, really cool company. But this hole is pretty much a crapshoot. You want to throw a forehand flex with something relatively overstable, and you want to go to the right side of this grouping of trees on the left here. So Splain throws a really pure shot here. Gets it through the gap, skips it up. Oh, that has part. It's a great shot from Splaino. So yeah, the goal is pretty much you want to throw something overstable on an Anheuser and let it come out with forehand. There's not a backhand line to get there at all, so you're really having to utilize your forehand. So I'm going with Neutron Energy. Really overstable disc. I was pretty unhappy with that shot. This is all I typically feel like I should get more often than not. Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They didn't count how many trees he got there. As you can see, it's pretty much jail if you don't make it out the first gap. Very difficult up shots. Harry throwing. He's still probably 80 feet from the basket, 70 feet from the basket. Wes pitching up. He leaves himself with about 40 feet there. Makes it a little short. A relatively simple approach shot here. It's a tough green to stick. Oh, I threw that terribly. Let that leak out to the right a little bit. I think Danny's going with one of his Firebirds here. Trying to hit the main gap, letting it finish out to the side. Nice. Good upshot from him. Oh, yeah. This is not good. Caught a little bit of brush in that putt. Oh, gosh. Just missed a little high. Harry just laying up there, not messing around with this death putt. Wes, however, he needs this to save his bogey. Oof. Barely stays in bounds there. I think this is for double. Circle's edge. Wow. Unfortunate. Very smooth putter. Uncharacteristic to see that from him. Danny making good for his 3 there. Splain about to drop in his 2. Excellent tee shot. Yeah, West taking a triple there. Walking away with a bogey. Splain walking away with the birdie on that. Not our best showing on that hole, but hole 10, par 3, 265 feet. You have 2 gaps. You can either throw a forehand on the left side where you see these trees breaking apart there, or you can throw a right-hand backhand shot. The goal is something that's in the 12-speed to 9-speed range, and you're trying to get it up flat and straight through the right side and have it finish back if you're throwing a backhand, or something a little faster, throwing a forehand trying to go up the left gap. Danny looked like he had a really good angle there, just caught a tree on the right side. Harry threw a pretty good shot there. Looks like he'll be circle's edge. I'm personally not a super backhand player, so going with a forehand here, trying to hit the gap on the left. Worked out really well, actually. Typically you want it a little straighter than that, but I was able to get away with one. See how West follows up this triple with an excellent tee shot. Yep. As is the per use for Wes. Danny from a tricky spot. Not sure what he's throwing there, but great scramble. Gives himself like 25 feet, 20 feet. Splain went with a roller. Oh, I remember this shot. He went with a roller from like 100 feet and threw it with like 200 feet of power and hit a root, or it would have gone like another 16 feet down the hill. Ugh. Harry just a little low for his bid for birdie from about 35. I'm about 20, 25 feet here. Smooth. Felt good. Splain to save his par. Looks like he'll be walking away with a bogey. Harry with a good putt there. Danny to save his par, I think. It's a good scramble from the woods. West for a smooth 2. Yeah, so Wes and I taking birdies, Harry and Danny with the pars, and then Splain with the lone bogey on that one.
I would have done it yesterday, but you were being able to.
Oh wow!
Well, it's recording now.
So that'll be so that'll be the end of the front 9 or front 10, I guess. But yeah, come back, check out the next round. Looks like this is some of the footage of some of the cards playing here in the next little while, for the next couple of rounds, so it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah!